Let's play. What's guys? I'm here with episode 57 of Minecraft Let's Play series. Wow. Okay. So this weekend it was fun. Atlanta was crazy and awesome and all that stuff. It's a really I would say it's a nice city. It's big. It's very interconnected, and you've really got to know your way around. Otherwise, you're gonna get lost really quickly. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people in that city. I actually don't know the population of Atlanta. You know what? We're gonna Google it. See, it's on Twitter. GameSpot. All right. Google population of um right Atlanta. Atlanta. There we go. Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, that's not what I expected. That's not what I expected at all. Okay. Let's hear cities around it. Like here's sort of like the big named cities around it. Miami. You got Charlotte. You've got I guess Raleigh would also be on here somewhere. Just kind of scroll down. New York City. That's the state, or is that the city? That might be the city. Oh my God, that's the city. Holy crap! I knew it was populated. I did not know there were 8.4 million people in that freaking place. Good lord. Alright, now we're back to Minecraft. It's been like 2 minutes trying to figure this out. So, why did I go down there? Well, I went down there because I had to meet my grandparents down there. They were driving back up to where they live in Canada, as the kids say these days. So, yeah, for some of you, Atlanta, you guys know that Atlanta is a very special city to me. It still holds someone that is very special to me, but, sadly, basically gave me the finger. So, we're going to move on from that and move on to the future. The future is definitely brighter than the past. That doesn't make any sense. That implies that my future was black. And I'm not trying to be racist. Speaking of black, that's a terrible segue. Um, One of my friends came down from college. He goes to college nearby. And we went exploring. For those of you who don't know, exploring means just doing whatever the heck we want. So, we walked for a while. We walked talking for a good, 45 minutes or so. We finally came across like this abandoned little house slash golf course thing. We walked on the golf course. Yeah, there's a golf course like behind our neighborhood, but it's like abandoned. It's really interesting. And so there were grass and weeds growing up there and whatnot. And so with that, there was an abandoned welcome center. And it was very interesting because, well, it was interesting and it was also really creepy. We walked up. First of all, we walked to one side. The space we came in was we found a generator in a shed about 30 seconds after we entered the actual property. We didn't know if it was still on, and I was like, "Oh, it's just a generator. It's fine." We get to a little shack outside this main building. That's where the breaker is for the main building. Everything was still flipped on. So like you look at a breaker in your house, all the switches. There's a skeleton. You serious? All the switches were still on. Okay, that means power was still moving through the land. So we walk up to the house and we hear like a faint alarm or something going off. We see a hole in like the glass of the house. The building's alarm was still going off. Here's the worst part. That golf course had closed a year ago. And that alarm was still going. Just gonna let that sink in for a second. For some of you who probably dive into like abandoned homes and whatnot all the time, it's probably nothing. We hadn't done this for a while. We've never actually gone to an abandoned building. We've gone to like, sewers and whatnot. We haven't gone to where humans used to be and no longer are. So the alarm was still on, and then the way that I knew something was wrong was the exit sign. It was still on and very much alive. Um, it was you could hear the fan from it. Just basically like bzzz constantly. You know how they normally sound. That's not supposed to sound in an abandoned building. You're not supposed to hear it. That should be off. Instead, it was alive and well. So what that said to me was that someone was living there. Someone was kind of hiding out, which is fine. I'm just glad we didn't run into him. My friend eventually ended up going inside. That's how he found all of this. Then there was something else. There was one little detail that he had overlooked that I had only just remembered when he was in there for about 30 seconds. This place had more than one floor. We were looking on the outside. It had like a little tiny second floor area. We later figured out it was an attic. So what the heck was in the attic? Well, obviously we didn't go up. We're not that stupid. Because going up there would have easily made us run into anybody we could have run into. Because if anybody was in there, that's where they were hiding. So we didn't go up there. We just sort of left after that. But yeah, just random daily adventures, you know. But it was a really nice. This is gonna sound really weird. It was a really nice feeling to be able to go back and do that again. Because that's what me and my friend had sort of done for a long time. Was you just poke around in abandoned places? It like for the people who've done it, you guys know what I'm saying. It's really fun. For the people who haven't done it, you guys just think I'm insane. You guys know I'm insane already. Um, so yeah, no, it's just I really wanted to tell that story because I feel like it's for me, it's sort of a look back onto what the past used to be like and sort of wanting that back almost. Because when me and him were younger, we were doing all sorts of crazy stuff. We went to the same middle school and the same high school. So we were always around. We were always just kind of hanging out. Yu-Gi-Oh was a big part of our lives for a while. It still is, actually. He does Yu-Gi-Oh at the college. He has the cards, and he has like friends that he has for it. He doesn't do anything official with it, which is fine, college. Like, come on, grow up a little bit. Um, that being said, I still have the Pokemon emulators, which are really fun. But I'm starting to get bored of the Sapphire and Emerald stuff, and I really want to move on to the Diamond and Pearl stuff because that was my favorite generation, I think. Because the Diamond and Pearl stuff, I've realized. I'm gonna talk about this for about 5 seconds. And the only people who are gonna understand what I'm about to say are the people who played all the games. For the Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald, they don't give you a strong flying type. All the flying types in the Hoenn region are second evolved forms. You start off with a flying type in the Sinnoh region, third evolved form, and it's one of the first Pokemon you run into, Starly, which evolves into Staravia and then eventually Staraptor. I think Staravia at 16 and Staraptor at 32? Sure, we'll go with 32. It's either 32 or 36 because that's how the starters are as well. Their starting level, 16, 14, 18, and then corresponds 36, like 34, and like 32. Nerd out moment. Um, but yeah, no, I've played the games so much that it's sort of ingrained into my memory. Frickin', I'm gonna see if I can name all the starters. This is before Black and White, so this is like Diamond, Pearl, back, and Platinum back. Got Charmander, you got Squirtle, got Bulbasaur. Those are like the really beginning ones. You've got Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. You've got Mudkip, Torchic, and Trico. Did I miss anything? Um, Chimchar, Piplup, and Turtwig. I think that's all of them for those four regions. Pikachu was your starter at some point. Or at least he was in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. I feel like I'm missing a generation. No, I don't think I am. Oh, yeah, I named everything. Okay. Yeah, so those are the ones I know of, and then just those regions. Again, Sinnoh and back, I know almost every single Pokemon. I'm gonna leave that open because there's probably like five that I don't know, but that's five out of like 300. So it's all good. Am I a video game nerd? Yeah, kinda. I've played around with the idea of posting videos of the Pokemon emulator. I was just like, why not? A lot of people watch these videos just to hear me talk. A lot of people watch these videos just to cheer them up. I mean, that's what I'm here for. It doesn't really matter what I play. It matters that I'm cheering you up. It matters that I'm making you happy, you know? So that's really all that matters to me. I'm making life worth living. That's a bit dramatic, but whatever. It's been such a long. I was gonna say weekend. Yeah, it's been a long weekend. We did a lot of walking in Atlanta. We went to the Georgia Aquarium. That was fun. It's the second time I've been. It feels really weird to have so many people there because the last time I went there was like nobody there. I gotta go up and get in the pickaxe. Fantastic. Last time I went up there, you know what? Screw that. It's down. Let's go down. Let's go on an adventure. Um, the last time I went there, I think it was like in this like some weird time, so like no one was there. Um, and so it was a lot more like personal for us. It was a lot more connected to everything that was going on. Are you serious? All right. Yeah, the only thing I really ran into in this adventure is the skeleton. Sorry, this is so underwhelming. I thought this was gonna be like a crazy little like, crevices and all that stuff, but apparently not. Can't put that there. It's on iron. Let me throw a block down there. Am I an expert navigator? Not really, but I can get my way around. I know how to get around in Minecraft. I haven't meaning to post more, videos besides the Minecraft videos. It's still just the Minecraft. I mean, I don't play this unless to play the Let's Play really anymore because I've been so busy. It's been kind of ridiculous. Just with people and with projects, writing projects, even, a drawing project or two. Really can't talk about those or the writing. It's just all, super secret project stuff. People's drama, and then people being mad at me, even though I don't do anything, and then people thinking I'm not there for them, even though I don't go a day without thinking about them. It's a whole shebang. Welcome to high school. I like when I look at it objectively, there are a few reasons why I'm glad I'm leaving. Um, Mostly just the drama. I mean, I dealt with that this weekend. A few people were just joking around that I would be doing something that I shouldn't be doing. Um, and it's just not good. Spreading rumors is not good. That just destroys people. I mean, I've had really bad rumors spread about me. Um, to the point where I'm almost afraid to talk to somebody because I think they'll hear a rumor later that will push them away. That's happened once or twice already, and I just feel like it's gonna happen more because people are assholes. We've talked about this before, and someone in the watching this is probably thinking, "No, you're the asshole." I don't try to be. Um, if anyone knows me, if because you do know me in real life, you see me every day. A couple you know me on the internet. It's just I, for lack of a better phrase, I bust my ass trying to be there for people, and sometimes I just fall behind. Basically, what will kill me is being there for too many people, and not enough people being there for me. Only a few people really are. Only a handful of people really are there for me in the first place. And it's really a weird thing to wake up to. Like, wake up, your social life isn't what you think it is. So it's a little bit alarming. But then I'd rather have that issue than have the opposite, where you can't talk to anybody, you have no social life at all. Um, I just find it easy to talk to people. I think a lot of people have realized that by watching these videos. It's just easy to have a conversation because I'm genuinely interested in what the person has to say. Speaking of what other people have to say, we had an interesting moment in contemporary law and justice today. We are talking about freedom of religion and stuff, and we were basically saying, oh, if I put a Christmas tree in the classroom, is that establishment of religion? A lot of people were saying no, but then he goes around and it's like, oh, if I do this, would this offend you? I knew he would come to me, and he wouldn't expect the answer I would give. He came to me and he was just like, oh, would this upset you if I did this? And I just looked at him, straight in the eye, and basically said no. And then because he eventually, like the second I said no, he cut me off. But what I would have said still rings in my head. I don't mean to rhyme that. I did mean to mention to him after class. To me, because I have two Christian best friends, and they know exactly who they are. I've known one for like 8 or 9 years. That was the friend I was on the story at the start of this episode, and the other one still is in high school. He actually goes to a rival high school. He's been having a tough year too. But at both of those situations, when Christmas time does roll around, it seems to be such a family time. Like family comes in from out of town and all of this stuff. And if you guys have watched these videos before, you know where 90% of my family is. Not in the United States. So that's what because I did actually end up saying to him, no, but I've always wanted to do that. Like have a Christmas tree. Like why not? I guess just to feel included maybe, but also just to have that family together feeling because you don't get that with Judaism around that time of year. You just don't get it. I mean, I know that's not what religion's supposed to be for. It's not supposed to be a time to hang out with your family, but it would be nice. Um, I never really have issues with Christians and all of that, and it wouldn't bother me. I think he expected that it would. But while we're talking about freedom of religion in that class, I'm gonna be wearing a yarmulke or a kippah, as I like to call it. So yeah, that'll be fun. And we already said, we already established in a previous court case, he can't make me take it off. Of course, if he wanted me to, I would obviously do it in a second because he's my teacher, and I really respect him like that. Not only because he's a teacher, but he's a really good teacher. He's like, in his early, I think, 50s by now, and he just kicks ass at whatever he does. I don't mean to swear, but like, good lord, it's just awesome. And then sort of his like rival teacher, which is since they're like down the hall from each other, they've been friends for like since they started working there. I'm basically try to wrap this up here. She was a really good teacher too, and they have a very similar teaching style. So it's just I don't know where I was going with that. I just sort of wanted to tell a little personal story. But yeah. Hey guys, for watching episode 57 of my Minecraft Let's Play series. Hopefully I said that right. 60 is coming up. I feel it. We have made a lot of progress here, and I really do need to sit down and work on this world. I need to sit down and work on a lot of things. So, thank you guys for holding on so far. Thank you guys for not just bailing on it. I am trying to work. I am trying to get things done, but try to take things one day at a time, but sometimes several days attack me at once. So, with that, guys, have a great day, night, week, weekend, month, year, decade, century, millennia, era, eon, alien's future, all that jazz. Let's stop.